Okay, welcome back, guys, to our beginners HTML beginners crash course. In our class today, we'll be talking more about nesting elements and the empty elements. Previously, we talked about that, but we didn't go much. We didn't go full into details about it. And also, we'll be learning the attributes and what attribute is used for. So previously, we talked about nesting element and an empty element, but we actually didn't give more details about that. So I'm going to be going details into it today. Like, I'm going to give you full details about it and how to write or how to identify nesting elements or how to nest your HTML elements. So without wasting most of our time, let me dive straight into my VS Code. Okay, here's my VS Code, and I'm going to open it. I'll open a file or create a new file rather. Let's give this let's give it index.html. Yeah, create a file. Yeah, so we're here. Okay, first thing, like I said, how to generate a boilerplate. I thought you guys that already. There are so many ways to generate a boilerplate, but let's use this. Okay, so we talked about elements, and this body here is an example of an element. This body is also an element. So I'll be showing you elements nesting. This div here is an element. It's a block element because it takes much space as it can on the on our server. So it's called a block element. So it can also call it a container because it contains so many things. Then we're gonna have let's have our p tag. Okay. And let's have our b tag. Then let's have our lorem ipsum. Okay, I'm just gonna do this and break it down. Remember, like I said, white space don't matter. Okay, so this is an example of a nesting element. As you can see, this line here, it's actually this div line here is actually pointing to this closing tag, because element consists of tags, opening and a closing tag. This is an opening tag, this is a closing tag. This p here is an opening tag, is a closing tag. This b here is an opening tag, and this is a closing tag. Yeah. And this b tag here is an example of inline elements, because it can actually go side to side. So this b tag here is inline element. Sorry, it's an inline element. Why this p tag here is block element. So this is nesting. This is how to nest your HTML tag. And like I said, nesting is categorized into two: how the child and the parent. This div here is actually the parent element. Why this p tag here, it's a child element. This is what we call nesting elements. Okay, let me give you another example of nesting elements. Let's have the list. Okay. You save. Let's quickly open this in our browser. Let's run this code. So this list here is another example of a nesting element. This is a nesting element. This ordered list here, it's a parent, is the parent element, while this list here is a nesting element or the child element. Okay, so open up for us. So sorry about that. Okay, let's try and do that again. Okay. Yeah, you can see that. You can see that this one tool you need to take note of is the inspect tools. The inspect tools. You can use this the inspect tools to inspect a code or your programming or any site at all. So let's inspect. You see this this element here, this p tag here, like I said, is a block element. It's a block element. You see, it takes all the space on the as much as it can. You see, it's called a block element. Block element. So the listing also is a block element because it takes much space on the internet. So these are element nesting. So let's go back. Let me show you guys empty elements. Okay, an empty element are those elements that don't have they are self closing elements. They don't have a closing, opening, or a closing tag, and they don't have any element content inside of it. So example of it is example of that is image tag. Oh, sorry. Example of it is the image tag, the img. Yeah. This is an example of an empty element. They don't have the opening tag or the closing tag. They are self open and self closing tag. Why? Because they don't have any element contents in between. Unlike this here, this that has this Lorem Ipsum stuff like that. I'm not going to try reading that. This Lorem Ipsum and this listing, we have a web development, mobile app. All these are nesting elements because it has a element content in it. So this img, it's an empty element. They don't have any element content inside of it, so it's called empty element and they're self-closed tag. Okay, an example of it again is hr. Okay, an example of it again is a br tag. So all these are empty elements. So let's just put this stuff into a function. Let me show you the function of the br tag. The br. Oh, sorry. So sorry about that. Say the br. Oh, sorry. So sorry. Control Z. Okay. The br tag. Okay. Let's come here. Okay, let us quickly save this. Let's quickly save this and run it on our server and see. see what we have here on the server. Let me close this. Okay, this is the work of the HR tag, this horizontal rules here. Okay, let me have another div. Let me have another div. Let's have another nesting. Call it a p card. Okay, let's have the Lauren. Okay, let me try to share this code. Make it short so it can be readable. Okay, let's save this and run on internet. See how it goes. Okay, this is a new tag. This is a new paragraph. This is a new paragraph. So I'm going to be breaking this paragraph. This BR, what it does is it breaks your line to the next one. Okay. You see that? So that's the works of the B tag, the BR tag. That is the break tag. So these are nesting elements, and this are nesting elements, and this is the empty element. So guys, if you find value, if you have value for this video, don't forget to share with your friends, your family, and your loved ones, and don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel. If you're having problem running your code, always check the description of the video. I'll drop in the WhatsApp group there. You can hit the WhatsApp group and join and drop your questions on the WhatsApp group, or you can post your questions on the comments. I promise I'll try my possible best to attend to your questions with this why. And next in our class we'll be talking about attributes. See you right there.